So I'm sitting here going across YouTube and trying to, you know, honestly, all I'm trying to do right now is not think of what I saw today. Honestly, because I did share it on X because I think that people need to see the evil that's going on today and where it's leading us as a country and how ballsy these evil, sick, twisted people are. Today should have really showed people, or yesterday, I apologize, yesterday, September 10th, 2025, should have really showed people who want this country to be a better place are being hunted. People who don't want men and girls' bathrooms are being hunted. People with a skin color that isn't dark or brown are being hunted right now. And I guess I'm just trying to get my mind off of all of that. And I guess I'm using this to do it, but it's not really working because that image, I keep seeing the blood pour out of his neck over and over. I just keep seeing that blood just shoot out of his neck. I don't know if anybody else watched that video, but it's all over X. It needs to be seen, You know what I would do, though? Me, myself, if Charlie Kirk's family asked me to take down that shooting, I would. But I would only do it for Charlie Kirk's, not another soul asked me to take that down. I'm not taking that shit down unless his family asks me to take it down. But that shooting, all I can think about is the blood pouring out of his fucking neck. Because I don't know if anybody else watched that, but it was one of the most disturbing, disgusting things I've ever watched happen to like an innocent person. I know a lot of people out there probably don't think that. I don't know how you could not think he's an innocent person. He was shot because he disagrees with things like men and women's bathrooms, genitalia mutilation of children. He disagreed with stuff like that. If you ever go watch some of his debates, he's the prove me wrong guy. South Park just got done making fun of him. It's a hilarious episode too, the South Park episode. But now, I don't know, they might take that episode down. I have no idea. But I was going to talk about the Jeffrey Epstein stuff because all I can think about is the blood pouring out of Charlie Kirk's neck today. And I don't know how many times I've seen that video in different views on Twitter. And like I said, the only way I'll take my video down is if Charlie Kirk's family asks me themselves, hey, will you take this video down? It is bothering us. And then I'll take that video down. Other than that, regular people, man, it was freaky. Yeah, his hand goes up in the air. He drops the mic out of his left hand and his other hand goes up in the air and he kind of it looks like he's having a seizure, doesn't it? Like it looks like he's about to have a seizure. It's one of the most disturbing things I've ever saw. I'm smoking weed right now, and I was going to talk about the Epstein, how none of that makes sense, but this image keeps going through my head of Charlie Kirk being shot in his neck, and his hand going up in the air and seizing up, like he froze up in the air and then fell to the ground in his chair. And I do not recommend anybody to go watch that video. That video is for law enforcement, people who could possibly, I don't know, see something that everybody else is missing, because I don't know if anybody heard, but they're still looking for the shooter. Them two people that they arrested already that said that they shot him have already been released. and supposedly have had nothing to do with it. So it's just all weird. And the person who actually did it is supposedly still on the run. Probably gonna get the next person he can. I don't know. I know someone like that should not be walking free ever again. Somebody that will take someone's life because they disagree with their beliefs does not need to be walking free. That guy or girl, I don't know what he was. Nobody does. Nobody knows what that person was. Nobody knows they're a guy or girl. And this shit's been consuming my mind since it happened, and I sitting here smoking weed. I'll try it. So the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing also, that don't make sense to me, because what I don't understand about that Jeffrey Epstein thing is, let's forget about how he passed away in that cell. Let's skip all that. He's gone. He's gone. Okay, why, after so long, why are the victims just now coming out? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why are these victims just now coming out today for the Jeffrey Epstein stuff? Is it a distraction? Are these people even really victims? Or, I don't know. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying I think it's so strange that they're doing it all of a sudden. Like, why didn't they do this during Biden's administration? Why wasn't this important during Biden's administration? Why is it so much more important now that we have a new president? It doesn't make sense to me. That's what don't make sense to me. And I was wanting to talk about that to try to get the images out of my mind of Charlie Kirk being shot. But as I'm talking about Jeffrey Epstein and the insanity of that case right now, all I can see is Charlie Kirk dropping his microphone and his hand freezing up and blood pouring out the side of his neck in an amount I've never seen. I guess I've never seen anybody actually be shot before like that. BB guns and that was a real gun, and honestly, I never thought, like, and I thought I was gonna die before that guy was. Like I thought that guy was, like, protected. Like, I was very wrong. Very, very wrong. But what I'm not understanding about this whole Jeffrey Epstein stuff is just, my number one question is, why right now? And I want the list. I want to see who these people are more than fucking anybody on this planet. Trust me, I believe anybody who harms a child has a special fucking place in hell. Anybody who harms a child has a special place in fucking hell. So I believe, like, that list should be out. I just don't understand why they weren't. Oh my god, dude, I just seen a fucking huge shooting star. Shows you how fast our planet would be incinerated if something like that were to actually hit us, like, that fast, how fast it is. That'd be so fast we'd be done. I, I don't think if we ever get hit by an asteroid or a comet or anything or whatever, I don't think it's going to be like the movies, because that shit, when I see shooting stars and stuff, them big ones like that, the ones that brighten up the sky, it's like that. It's the snap of a finger. It's here and gone. So I just think, like, we'd be toasting that fast. I don't think none of that movie shit's real. The whole, we see the comet coming from miles away and everybody's scared and fearful. Like, that shooting star, I don't think anybody knew that shooting star was gonna just happen right now. So if one of those just wanted to do that and smoke our planet and be big enough, I don't think we'd have a damn chance. I don't think anybody would be safe or prepared, because it's the snap of a finger. It's here and it's gone. All I can do is be thankful that it took my mind off of Charlie Kirk being shot today. What's weird is I didn't know Charlie Kirk, obviously. I didn't know him at all. I've watched a lot of his debates. I was subscribed to him. I agreed with some of the stuff he said. I thought he was I felt like he was kind of a little bit stuck up sometimes, the way he would answer some people. But other than that, I agreed with most of the stuff that he said. Most of it, not all of it. That's the problem in the world today, see, is people can't disagree with people anymore. They can't have any type of disagreements. Like whoever popped Charlie Kirk, I guarantee it, like disagrees with how Charlie Kirk's political beliefs are. But is the whole like transgender thing a political belief, or is that I guess it's been made political. It's nothing political. Being like straight or anything else to me isn't political. It's been politicized through people, you know, and unfortunately people like Charlie Kirk openly and publicly speak about how they do not agree with a lot of things going on in America, and some lunatic, man, dude, this is all I can think about. That's why I didn't even know the guy, you know? Like, I've never met him in my life. I've never went to one of his debates. He wasn't my friend even. And I'd actually be lying if I said that I didn't, like, feel angry, feel upset. I don't know what I feel. I just feel wrong. Like, everything's wrong right now. Like, something's just not right. Because so much isn't right, is why I think so much is wrong in the world today and in America today. And it's like reality. It's like reality's setting in. I don't know, I feel like my mind is telling me that we're going to see a lot more crazy shit. Shit we never thought we'd see ever. I mean, we've already been seeing. If I go through the list of crazy things that have happened this year already, just by using deaths, people's deaths, in the messed up ways. In just America, too. Like, I'm not even gonna consider another country. Just thinking of just America and how America is right now. And we could talk about France, we could talk about Germany, we could talk about Britain, we could talk about any of those other countries over there that are just falling apart. But let's just talk about America. It's really sad today in this country to see a group of people truly hate and want to end another group of people for something that a complete other group of people did to them. And not even to them. To people that they may or may not be related to. 90% of them don't even know or care. But this hatred is really growing, and you can see it all over the internet, all over the news. Well, you'll see it all over the news if it's a white person doing something to any other race. But the coverage is much less when it's happening to a white person. Not that anybody gives a shit today. You know, white people are looked at as like flies today in America. But what you'll see all over the internet, and sometimes on the news, is a bunch of murders. A bunch of killings have been happening. And if you go look at the statistics of it, if you believe in numbers, it's not a bunch of white people doing it to a bunch of black people or any other race. You do have your few cases, because in a country where white people outnumber everybody else, statistically, your crime rate should be the white people committing more crimes, the white people killing more people. If you have more of those people in your country, it would just be common sense that that's the case, because there's more of those people in your country. There's more white people in America. Go Google it. You probably don't believe me because, you know, I'm an uneducated Pop-Tart on YouTube. But go Google it. There's more white people in America than there is anything else. But white people ain't the ones killing everybody today. White people ain't the ones causing all these fucked up problems today. And people don't want to talk about it. People don't want to point it out. People don't want to be called names. They don't want to be considered. Well, I have black friends. I have Latino friends. I have a friend from Belize. I have Mexican friends. I have all kinds of friends. But what's disturbing and disgusting is people's brains are like being consumed in hatred. And there's a lot of propaganda, and there's a lot of push for this, and it doesn't make sense. This is what don't make sense. Why would you want to harm anybody who's never harmed you? Why would you want to hurt somebody who's never hurt you or your family or had anything to do with, like, I'll give that train incident. Anybody hear about that train incident? So that guy stabbed that lady on that train, right? So there was this group of people on TikTok. I don't even know how they get away with these videos. There was a group of people on TikTok saying how the woman that got stabbed in the neck deserved it because she was not black, not any other color. She deserved it because she was white. There were people on TikTok saying this. So they were saying that, you know, she's paying for the sins of her fathers and forefathers that enslaved people. But then come to find out, after saying all this stuff on TikTok, that this woman wasn't even an American citizen. None of her family was here during slavery or any of that. That she was actually a Ukrainian refugee. So all them people on TikTok that were sitting there cheering it on because the woman was white and because that was her sin to them, wonder what they're saying now, because she had nothing to do with any of that slavery stuff. She had nothing to do with no oppression or systemic racism or anything. So I wonder what they're saying now. I wonder if they've made an apology, like, I'm sorry. No, there's actually people on TikTok wishing for the end of white people. And I don't know how their videos stay up, because if a white person were to do that and say that about any other race, and I mean any other race, it doesn't matter what race, if a white person said that, that person's whole platform would be taken down. And everybody knows it. This world is just coming to a screeching halt. Like the humanity in this world, the kindness, the compassion, the care, the forgiveness, It's all just coming to a halt. Nobody care about shit no more. And I think this right here, technology, plays one of the biggest parts in our conditioning. Like how we're losing complete contact with each other, yet we're closer than we've ever been as far as being able to get a hold of each other. But nobody got no true emotions anymore except for hatred for other people. And that's all you see all over the internet. It's all you see. Like the person who shot Charlie Kirk, you think that person wasn't full of hatred? You think they didn't have hate in their heart? You think they didn't sit there and dwell on everything that Charlie Kirk said? Probably wrote it down on the walls, and that's what I see. Some real weird, obsessed person who can't deal with somebody disagreeing with their beliefs went mad, was able to legally purchase a gun, most likely. Because the only people who are affected not getting guns are people like me. People who have previously committed felonies, and now we can't have guns because of it. We can't defend ourselves in this messed up world against people who have never committed a crime or been caught for it, but can go get a gun because nobody knows what the fuck they're thinking in their head. Ain't nobody going and doing no investigative work to see if this dude's a lunatic when they sell someone a gun. They're doing a background check. See if they've been charged with anything. And if they haven't, guess what? Well, you're good to go. I don't know how to feel about guns, in all honesty. I can't own one myself. I encourage every person that I come into close contact with and care about to get a gun, and most of them do. I encourage them to get a gun to defend themselves in this fucked up world, but I honestly don't know how to feel about guns. Like, I think about like what our country would be like without guns. Well, our government would be able to do whatever the hell they wanted to if we didn't have guns. That's what I think. That's the first thing I think about. Then I think about all this crime going on. I think about, holy shit, a lot of these people that commit a lot of these crimes don't even have guns. They beat people to death. They gang up on people and jump them. And, so what would taking the guns away do for them Absolutely nothing. It'd make people defenseless. Absolutely defenseless, where big groups of people can just gang up on people all the time. And where you see them videos where the dude pulls a gun out and shoots back and defends himself, and they all scatter like little cockroaches. So part of me feels like, we need guns. And then there's this other part that thinks of our country without guns that says, man, if we didn't have guns, there would be no assassinations. This is the problem with taking guns away from law-abiding citizens, is you're going to take all the guns away from the people who are just defending themselves, and you're going to leave the guns in the hands of illegal criminals because you think they're going to give the guns back? I'll tell you this, as somebody who has been to prison before, if I possessed a gun and the government were to crack down and say, hey, we're taking everybody's guns, blah, 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 you think as a criminal I would give my gun to them? I'm already not supposed to have it. You think that I would give it to them? No. So if I owned it and I was a criminal, I wouldn't give them my gun. So I know these other criminals ain't going to just be like, you know what, it's about time to give the guns up, guys. You think they're going to do that? Come on, guys, let's give our guns up. It's about that time. I'm feeling it. That's the vibe today, is let's give the guns up. Yeah, right. You'd have to be a Pop-Tart to believe that. Full-blown fucking Pop-Tart. Colors and all. Barely any frosting. I don't know, though. I don't know if our country needs guns or doesn't need guns anymore. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think anymore. I know I'm tired of the violence going on in America and around the world. That's what I'm tired of. I'm just tired of it. I'm exhausted from it. You know how they talk about this whole black fatigue deal? Well, I don't have black fatigue. I have human fatigue, man. People are so fucked up. We ain't talking, there ain't no certain race. It ain't just one race. People are fucked up, man. There's so much evil going on in the world. And if you want to try saying it's one race, look at Russia and Ukraine. Look at what's going on in the Middle East. Look what's going on in all of Europe right now. Look at what's going on in America. Look at what's going on in Mexico and South America. Dude, it's not one race. It's all of us. We are fucked up, dude. We're losing everything that we've ever like thought about making as a whole, like as humanity together. That's all falling apart. Seems like the world wants to be one race. That's what it seems like, whether it be the white race, whether it be the Chinese race, whether it be Mexican, whether it be black. It seems like the world just want one race, and no one gonna be happy until it is. It seemed like to me. It's like these people are all sick. And then in my mind, when it becomes that, when one of them races wipes the rest of the races out, it's going to be one race of a bunch of people fighting each other of the same race, fucking killing each other and fighting each other, and they're going to have no one else to hate and no one else to disagree with and no one else to look at. And I don't know. That'd be a very, very disturbing world, a world of one race of people. You know, I think some people would like that, probably. But it ain't going to be like you think. It ain't going to be a race of mixed people. No, no, no. That's not going to be it. It's going to be one race. Exactly what it's going to be, if that ever happens. But I'm just tired of it. I'm exhausted. I got human fatigue right now. I'm fatigued the fuck out. I'm so fucking just over and exhausted with all this violence. It's violence. We are being like subjected to so much violence right now. Think about 15 years ago, if you were alive. 15 years ago. Think about the internet, the news. Just think about everything, dude. It was not centered on violence. Today, everything's man, they got them sick movies that director, nobody can figure out who he is, like who he really is. He's like making real movies and torturing people, and there's people that are like, oh, this guy's a good director, he's an art maker, he's an artist, da, da, da. He's like torturing women and getting them drugged up and stuff, and people are like liking this stuff, you know. That's where we're at in our world. We're at a point in our world where violence is becoming accepted, normal, and even encouraged and liked. And you see it all over. In fact, it's happening more like politically. You've just seen what Charlie Kirk, what happened. You see people on one side literally antagonizing their supporters to attack other supporters. You hear it. It's all over the news. They literally encourage their supporters to attack other supporters. And they use very shifty, words. They use words that aren't go attack them. They use words that don't sound like I want you to go attack them. So they're not saying those exact words, but they're saying, we got to fight back. We can't keep letting this go on. We must do whatever we have to do. Blah, blah, blah. You hear it coming out of all their mouths. I got the dog wanting to come out. I know it's cold out here. It's not warm no more. Come on. There you go. Come on, get up there. Here, come on. Oh, there. No, right here. Alright, yeah, I told you it was cold. Yeah, whoever said that, what's that person's name? Start with a D, Druckel? I don't know. That person, right? Sadly, it is going to get much worse. I mean, you don't have to be no freaking prophet and predict the future Dude, you can just look back at what's been going on. Things have progressively got much, much, much worse, not better. And unfortunately, I agree that the road the world, not America, the road the world is taking today, everything's going to get much worse everywhere around the world. Just look at it. Go right now, if you got a computer, go Google what is happening in France, what is happening in Britain, just Google what is happening. And I guarantee you're not going to see, oh, they're building a bunch of solar panels together. Everybody's working together and, going green and trying to make the world a better place. That's not what you're going to see. Oh no, you're going to see flames. You're going to see people attacking each other for different beliefs, Muslims, Christians, Catholic, whatever. You're going to see people, you're just going to see violence. That's what you're going to see. All over the news, all over social media. You know, one of the worst parts about it is there's people all over like cheering this stuff on. There's people all over TikTok, all over X, formerly known as Twitter, all over Facebook, cheering on the assassination of Charlie Kirk, cheering on the death of that Ukrainian refugee on that train, cheering on the brutal beatings of people in the streets by multiple other people. And another sick part about that is, so there'll be someone walking down the street minding their own business, and there'll be a group of people on the other side of the street, and they won't be the same color of skin. This group of people will come and attack this person minding their own business, and then other people that are watching will come and join in and help, not even knowing the person that's being attacked or knowing the people attacking the person. All they'll see is a skin color and start helping. That's where we're at in our world today. That's where we're at. The violence is at an all-time high. I never thought I'd see the world the way it is today. I always thought growing up, like, the world was going to become a better place. Like, you'd always see, like, models of what the future was going to be like and stuff like that. And you didn't see all this violence and hate and all this crime. And you'd have to watch The Simpsons for that. The Simpsons did a damn good job. This is how the war in Yugoslavia started. Ethnic war already, and people were unprepared for that. I do not know much about the war in Yugoslavia. I'd have to Google it or research it myself and see. I have no idea about that war. I believe what you're saying. You got people, this is how sick it's, man, you got people hoping there's a civil war. You got people hoping that one race wipes another race out. You got people hoping that there's more violence, not less. It's disturbing, it's sad, it really makes you want to get, if you already got a gun, it makes you want to get more guns. So, I got me a little cave. I got a little cave I'm going to hole up in. I'm not going to be a part of that shit. I won't be a part of all that hate and evil and violence. I'm going to go to a little cave that I know. It's not a little cave, actually. It's a big cave. It could actually support a lot of people. But who the fuck would want a lot of people with them at a time like that? People you don't know, people you don't trust. Fuck that shit. I'd rather be alone. Like, if that shit ever happens, if like a civil war or some crazy shit ever happens in America, What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It ain't gonna be all rainbows and lollipops. Hell no. People gonna be hiding, taking each other out. It's gonna be insane. What would you do? Yeah, I'm going to a cave. I got a cave I'm going to. That's where I'm going. There's a freshwater spring by the cave. There's animals. There's fish. There's turtles. There's snakes. And I know how to dig in the ground in the wintertime and find turtles. So we could find the turtles in the wintertime. It don't have to just be the summertime sitting on the logs outside with all the other creatures. I could find frogs. I don't like none of that food either. I hate that food. But if shit ever pops off, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna emerge out of the caves after everything's over and hope to God, I don't know, I hope to God that everyone just wiped each other out, because I honestly don't want a victor in it. I don't want nobody to win that. I want good to win is what I want, but what's good against, I don't know. But I'm going to come out of my cave and probably just die. Shit. I don't know, man. My brain is fried right now. My brain just trying to cope with what I saw earlier. It's not doing a good job either. I am chain smoking weed and cigarettes. This is a pre-roll right here. And I didn't even light the motherfucker. Oops. I don't know why that happens. Well, I've never seen nothing like that in my life. I've never seen nothing like that. And, I've watched videos of shootings. I've watched videos of stabbings. I've watched animals be hunted. I've hunted. Come on. Go sit up in your chair, baby. Here. Sit up over here. Come on. Come on. No, I'm not going in. I don't want to go in. What's wrong? What's wrong? The dog is really acting strange. It just went out. It just pooped. What's going on? Trying to get my attention, man. I'll be right back. I gotta see what's going on here, because she's acting strange. What's going on? You tired of me talking about that stupid stuff? She just went out. There's no way she's gotta go again. But I guess she does. I don't know. Fuck, I'm gonna freeze. Oh, man. Nope, that's what she wants. That sucks. You gotta go potty. Huh? How the hell do you gotta go potty again? Nah, she just wants me to take her out. You do? You gotta go? Alright, hold on a second. You get your collar. I'm gonna tighten this collar up now, because... Wait, is that tighten or is that shorter? How the hell do I know? Well, I don't want you getting loose. Hold on, baby. I don't want... Where's my keys at? I'll leave the door open. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, I didn't even lock it. Whatever. Pop-Tart. Maybe I'm not supposed to shut it like that. Alright. How do you think that's stuck? Gotta watch for these damn skunks out here, man. What are you doing? You're not going nowhere, like in the car. She is pulling viciously. Panting and pulling. What are you doing? Why are you so... Like, you gotta go. You gotta go out here. What? Wow, she is. Oh, there's a skunk or something up there. Raccoon. Something big. I don't know what the hell that thing is up there. Not a skunk. You gotta watch these damn skunks. Holy shit, it's cold, dude. I look like a dressed up Pop-Tart out here. Jesus. You hear that fucking wolf howl? Gotta be some Halloween shit, dude. There's no way that was a real fucking wolf. What the fuck, dude? That shit just creeped me out. Good girl. Comes a car, yay. Fucking yay. Why are you pulling so hard? You're not going in the road. No road. She is fucking pulling. I don't know where that animal went. That was over here. Whoa, is this a hole in the tree? Hold on, dude. I don't know where the hell that animal went. You must know where it went. I hope I don't run into no fucking dogs out here, other dogs. I didn't bring no weapons. You're not going over there. Yeah, you're not going across the street. Don't think for a second you are. She's very aggressive. I'll read about that war in Yugoslavia. I will. Because I don't know what you're talking about. So you're saying that things are going to get bad and turn to that kind of a point is what you're saying. So I definitely want to go see what you're talking about. Man, we walked pretty far in that just little walk. Oh, our country. Wouldn't it be fucked up if I got killed right here? Like if I got shot and killed right here after just talking about all that violence? You know, how I just want to be in a world that's not full of violence. If someone just came and took my life right now, I hope they leave the dog alone. No, I hope they wouldn't hurt the dog. That's all. If someone gonna come pop me and blow my shit out, I just hope they're not gonna hurt the dog. I can't defend myself against a gun right now. They'd just take my life. It really pisses me off. That shadow don't even look like your shadow. That shadow looked weird. No, you don't got one. You're not going over there. Remember those old McDonald's commercials? It could happen. Okay, it could happen. Oh, there's the moon up there. I just want to live in a world where I feel safe. Where women could feel safe walking out here in the middle of the night. You know, I want to live in a world where people feel safe. I don't want to have to live in a certain part of the world to feel safe. Because that's what it's coming down to. Communities, a bunch of separate communities are starting up. How am I going to do this with my phone? And she probably don't even got to go to the bathroom. She just went. As far as poop. What are you doing? Taking us to my untimely demise here? Where are we going? And I'll tell you the truth, I'm a 6'2" man who's been through a lot of shit in my life. I'm not scared of just anything. But I'll tell you what, I don't feel safe in the world anymore. I understand my place in it. I'm a loner. I'm always by myself. And this world's full of evil groups of people, not just evil people. It's full of evil groups of people that gang up on people all the time, attack people all the time when they're by themselves. And I don't even feel safe out here. All you hear is crickets right now. That could change at any moment. A car could drive by and that could be the end of me. All because I'm standing here with my dog and I'm the wrong skin color, or they think that I believe in God or something, or you know what I mean? It could be anything. Or I don't believe in their God. Here come a car, like I was just saying. I'll make them work for it. Mm-mm. Yeah, no, they ain't just shooting me. And that's the reality of the world we live in, where everyone who drives by you suspect could be a possible threat. Oh no! No! You did have to go? Hold on, god damn it. I don't see nothing coming out. Oh, a tiny little pebble came out. Get it all out, come on. Wonder what that person said. Did anybody see what that person said? The message retracted. Hold on. There's a tiny, look at that tiny little turd right there. God damn it, dude, this is horrible. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Didn't think this shit through. Hey, hold on, because I don't want to lose track of this shit. I gotta pick this dog shit up. Living in an apartment building. Now, I'm not anywhere near the apartment building, so I could be a piece of trash and just leave this right here, but I'm not gonna. But the apartment building, the people will take the dog crap off the ground and test it to see if it's your dog. They get a DNA sample from your dog when you move in, if you got a dog. A DNA sample. They take a DNA sample when you move in, and if they find out your dog's sitting on the property, you get fined. Hey, I'd rather live in a world where they, care about their property and... Come on, it's dumpster time. You ready? Come on. Yeah, you're not pulling so much now. Well, no, she's just standing there. Come on. I want to get to the dumpster. She asked to go to the bathroom. You want me to let her go in the house? Hear me? She was like begging. You seen she just pooped. It wasn't much, but come on, let's go. Let's go to the dumpster over here. There's a dumpster. I want to get to this dumpster. She is not letting me go right now. That's why. Because she asked to go. She's actually went out twice and pooped twice. She's had to go tonight. It was probably the food she ate last night. Come on. Hey, come on. The dumpster's right there. All right, I'm going to pull. I'm trying to let her just do what she wants to do, but she's really being stubborn. I don't want to hold this crap in this bag forever, though. Come on. Dumpster right here. Yeah, me too. I'm not even kidding. And I say that, I mean that I want to live in a safe world, man. I want everybody to live in a safe world. Let me say that. Like, I don't want to just live in a safe world for me. I want everybody to live in a safe world. I want all of us to be able to feel safe. I want me to be able to be walking out here at this time at night and see a group of people and know that that group of people would protect me if they seen something bad happening to me. Not help attack me. Not join in on the fun like you see in all these videos today. Come on. Hey, I don't want to go over there. There's skunks over there. And no, hey. I don't want to go over there. Come on. I'm not going over there. I'm telling you, there's skunks over there. We've dealt with it before. I don't want to deal with this again. A safe world would be a great world. Come on. This is not a good area. It's pitch black over here. And I swear I hear something. No, we aren't. You are being so stubborn tonight. But anyway, yeah, that's why I walk her right now. It's because she... Yep, there's something in here. Look at her. Oh. She was just trained on that bush. Come on, we are not going in there. No. You already know. Them things will come running out of there. Right at us. If we get too close to their house, they'll come running right out. See, like right here, if I was a woman, I wouldn't want to be walking my dog right here in the middle of the night. Look at, there's so many places people could be hiding. And I mean, I'm 6'2". Yeah, see that light? Look at that. Who's that standing over there? Who's that? I'm not a little guy. That's me, baby. Come on, that's me. That's me, baby. Come on. Come on. That's me. That's Jessie. She sees my reflection. No, no, you are not. Nope, that's me. Come on, let's go. Come on, come on. See my reflection? Yeah, they are. Much worse. Much, much worse. Come on, you are gonna get us sprayed tonight. I'm not. Yeah, what do we got going on over here? Come on. You are not getting me sprayed. See, the problem is, like, what's the answer? What is the answer? I don't have any solutions. That's the problem. I can't even think of a way to fix what's going on in the world with the violence, with all the violence. Screw what the violence is about. Hear me? With the violence. Because the violence comes in so many different categories, from religion to racism, you know? It's just, I don't see a solution to any of it. I don't know how we'll ever get back to a state of, well, we were never in a state of, like, agreement or peace or anything. No, we're not going across the street. But regardless, if we weren't in a state, I felt like when I was growing up, we were getting to a better place in the world, like around the entire world, I felt like. But I didn't know much about the world back then either. I know way too much today. But I know one thing for certain. The world has become a much worse place for everybody living in it, not just for the poor or the rich or the white or the black. The world has become a much worse place for everybody, men and women, especially women and children today. They're, I feel like women and children today, they're the biggest targets for the violence and criminals in our world today. That they suffer the most. Yeah, we have our shootings and but the women and children, do the trafficking and all the crazy stuff going on, and the laws, and the crazy laws in countries like, this is America, and they're trying to do that whole Sharia law thing. Go look that up. Go look up the Sharia law. Go look it up. It's not pretty. You don't want that becoming law, trust me. You want to have your laws where children are protected and women are protected. Believe that. Come on, we're going in. Yay, we made it without skunks. Good girl, too. I don't know why I put the camera thing like that, because I walked through here before and you've seen the whole damn hallway. Alright, let me get the keys out. You were a good girl, yes you were. Hold on, I gotta get the right key here. I gotta put my work keys, and this is where I die. This is the part I die. Going back into my own apartment. Somebody's waiting for me. It's not that I think that at all. It's just that I wouldn't be shocked if something happened because of the violence. You were a good girl. Yes, you were. Hold on. You want a treat? Yeah, you deserve a treat. Well, you were a little pulley, and I don't know if other people agree that you deserve a treat. You were trying to get us sprayed, and yes, you were. There you go. He's like, hey, all right, you're gonna run for this one, baby. Good girl. You get it? Come on, go get it. Good girl, get it. Oh, did you get it? Here, I'll get it. Oh, she got it. I don't know what to say about that because Jesus Christ. Well, Jesus Christ. You too. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect that. Maybe it is time for quite a few people to accept Jesus Christ or accept something. Jesus Christ? Is that who you're saying where you don't see him? Hey, no one's seen that shooter today either, and he's real. Just because you can't see something don't mean it's not real. I don't want to talk about that right now, though, really. It's talking about the violence in America and in the world, and how it'd be nice to live in a safe world where, you know, your child could play outside and you know that the neighbors that are outside across the street are going to protect your child because they care and they want a safe world too. That, you know, where you care about your neighbor. What did I bring up? I brought it up? What did I bring up? I don't know what you're talking about. Was it Jeffrey Epstein or the Charlie Kirk assassination? Was it... What part are you talking about here? Because I discussed a lot of things and brought up a lot of different people and places. And so I don't know. I'm good. Dude, it sounds like you're having like a schizophrenic conversation with yourself when you read your... Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Super conservative town. Well, remember what I was saying earlier. Regardless if people voted for Joe Biden or Donald Trump, the violence is here. It doesn't matter. Like, I feel like all this has just pulled out the evil of people. It's just given them a reason to come out of the woodwork. A super conservative town. What does that even mean? All the people vote for Donald Trump or something? Is that what super conservative would mean? Like they all vote for Donald Trump? I never voted in my life. And I never will. It's just a choice I've made, and I'll stand by it. I'm not voting. I'll never be a part of that. I don't really like the whole Democrat-Republican thing. I'm not anything other than that. Like, I'm an American, and I want it to be the way it is, but... Like, I want what's best for this country. I don't give a shit who's doing it, who's the president. I want what's best for this country, and unfortunately, what I've grown up to realize is the people we elect, no matter if they're Republican or Democrat, the majority of them don't want what's best for this country. And it's absolutely clear in their actions. I don't know, like I was saying, I don't know what the solution to the violence is. I'd love to live in a safe world, not just have to move to a safe place, because that seems to be what's going on today. It's like you have to move away from your area to get to a safer area. And pretty soon, there's going to be nowhere to move to. So, because that shit's spreading out everywhere. That's pretty horrible of you to say. You reap what you sow there, you know. But nah, I don't agree with you as far as that. You reap what you sow. When you say that kind of shit, you saying like he deserved what he got. I do not agree with you right there. Just because he didn't agree with fucking people wanting women in the bathroom, men in the bathroom, just because he didn't agree with that stuff, don't mean he needed to die. Just because he said that guns should be in America, don't mean he needed to die. I seen that little clip of him saying, unfortunately, we need if we need a few deaths in America to keep guns, and we need a few deaths. I seen that little clip. I know what you're talking about. That dude didn't deserve to die. Don't say that. How could you say you believe in Jesus Christ and then say something like that? You need to think about what you're saying there. Yeah, you reap what you sow. You kill somebody, you get killed. You reap what you sow like that. He didn't sow nothing. Yeah, he didn't live by the sword. He wasn't out there shooting people, lady. Oh my God. Okay. So you're one of them lunatics that you're happy Charlie Kirk died. You're actually happy he died. You're sitting here saying he reaped what he sowed, got what he deserved, lived by the sword, died. You are happy, ain't you? And that's what's sick about the world. Right there. Reap what you sow, huh? Yeah, you do. I think you reap what you sow. You know, if you take a life, you get your life taken. That's what I think reap what you sow means. I think reap what you sow. You don't condone violence, but you agree with people getting what they give. He never gave nobody a bullet sandwich. What's wrong with you? He never killed nobody. Are you kidding me? You're comparing the things he said to his death and saying that he's getting what he deserved because he said something, not did something. He never killed nobody. Wow. That's the problem with the world right there. You don't know what condoning violence is. You do condone violence. You absolutely condone it right there with everything you just said. I know, and I just said he did. So he condoned gun violence. So when somebody, innocent person, got shot, he went out and said, I'm glad that happened. That's what he did. He condoned it. When somebody got shot, he went out there and said that, I'm so happy that happened. I condone this. He didn't do that. Stop pretending. Stop doing that. He didn't deserve to die for the things he said. He disagreed with people. He believed that America should have the Second Amendment, the First Amendment. He said things that people didn't agree with. That should not equal to his death. He didn't sow that. Some lunatic sowed that inside of their head. Some lunatic. Look at this. You're taking like the evil away from the person who shot him and putting it on him. That's what you're doing right now. So what do you think about the person who shot him? What do you think about the person who shot him then? Are they a hero to you? Wow. You came on here talking about the only way is Jesus Christ. That's why you can't have people like that talking about the Bible, man. People like you make people not want to read the Bible, not be a part of the Bible. Listen to you. Listen to what you're saying. You are the problem. You don't even know what violence is or something. You don't condone violence. You're sitting here. I don't even understand. I don't understand, but you are definitely part of the problem to me. People like you. Sitting here using Jesus Christ, saying you don't condone violence, but Charlie Kirk got what he deserved because he reaped what he sowed. What did he sow so bad that he deserved to get shot for? Because he supported gun rights? Or was it the LGBTQ plus thing? Or was it, what is it? Which part did he deserve to die for, are you saying? Yes. To own guns. That's the clip I just said. So, do you think he deserved to die for saying that? Do you think he deserved to die for saying that? And do you think he meant that exact thing right there? Wow. And you're right about one thing. There's only one person. No, actually, I can't say that. But the shooter, whoever shot Charlie Kirk, is responsible for his death. But I doubt that it's a one-man deal here. You know, there's probably more people involved, and only one person pulled that trigger. But how many people admitted to doing it right away? 2 people. They both got arrested, and both of them were released already. Yes, you did. Okay, see? No, you didn't say the words. See, you're not going to play wordplay with me. No, you didn't say he or anyone else deserves to die. What you said is right here. I didn't support Charlie Kirk, but don't condone violence. He did. You reap what you sow, is what you said right there. So when you say, no, I didn't say he or anyone else deserves to die, you're absolutely right. What you said is you reap what you sow, and he did not sow. He never went and killed nobody. He wasn't a murderer. He didn't deserve to die. Murderers deserve to go to the electric chair because they killed somebody. He never did that. He disagreed with people and publicly, openly said it. I find that for somebody who believes in Jesus Christ and coming on here talking about the only way is Jesus Christ, to say something like you said is, your words matter, karma. Now it's karma. Now it's not nothing to do with the Bible. Now it's not reap what you sow, the exact words from the Bible. Now it's karma. No, you just... You've been busted out, man. You're the people that make other people not want to go believe in Jesus Christ, talk about God. It's people like you. You know that? And if you really believe in Jesus Christ, you won't do that. You won't do that to nobody else. You'll never say that. That man who had a wife and children and just disagreed with other people did not deserve to die. It's not the same concept as far as what you're talking about. You saying that you didn't support Charlie Kirk and you don't condone gun violence. Yet he did, so he reaped what he sowed. But you didn't mean that. You meant he got his karma. But you didn't mean that. I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm saying the exact words you said. Exact words. You didn't support Charlie Kirk, but you don't condone violence. He did. You reap what you sow. Them are your words. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Your words, not my words. I'm not making words up or putting words in your mouth. So don't say I'm putting words in your mouth. I'm repeating what you said and trying to understand, as somebody wants to come in here talking about Jesus Christ, how you could even say this kind of stuff. Condemn the killer. Condemn that person. You're condemning Charlie Kirk, saying he got what he deserved. That's exactly what you're saying. But you're not saying those exact words, so you're saying don't put words in my mouth, as if I'm making these words up. No, I'm saying what you're saying in different words. I'm using a different wording for it. You reap what you sow. That's not you get what you deserve? Hey, so karma isn't you get what you deserve. Reaping what you sow isn't you get what you deserve. You're not saying Charlie Kirk deserved to die, but you're saying he reaped what he sowed. You're saying he got his karma, but you're not saying he deserved any of it. See, what you're saying is not making sense. And you're telling me not to put words in your mouth. And I'm not. I'm trying to figure this out. How could you, as someone who believes in Jesus Christ, come on here and say this stuff and then try defending it? And then tell me I'm putting words in your mouth? How about this? Why don't you go talk to God about this and see what God tells you? How about that? Because I'm done. I'm done. I'll say this. Charlie Kirk may not believe what you believe in. Charlie Kirk may have been a gun activist and wanted guns in America. Charlie Kirk may have said some things that people don't like. Charlie Kirk may not have supported everything you support. But just because of that doesn't mean he deserved to die. Okay? That's what I'm going to say. And I'm going to be finished with it. I hope you get right with God, because I don't think you are right now. I don't think you're thinking about what you're saying. You're saying he deserved to die, and then telling me that that's not what you said, after literally saying you live by the sword, you die by the sword, you reap what you sow. And you know what them phrases mean? It means you deserve what you get because that's what you gave. That's what you're saying. So you can say I'm putting words in your mouth, but them are your words, not mine. Charlie Kirk didn't deserve to die the way he died. That's what I'll say for the last time. You can believe whatever you want, spread whatever you want around, say that you didn't say this, you didn't say that. In the end, Charlie Kirk didn't deserve to die the way he died for disagreeing with people just like you. Because I'm sure, like you said, you didn't support him. You don't agree with the shit he said. So he didn't deserve to die because he disagreed with people like you. Don't want to hear that, huh? Because I'll tell you what, it wasn't one of his supporters who killed him. It was somebody who didn't support him that killed him. Someone like you. Someone who says, you reap what you sow, after somebody gets shot for disagreeing with what you say. And then you want to pretend like I'm the bad guy, and I'm putting words in your mouth after you said that stuff, after saying, what did you say? Right here, Jesus Christ is the only one who can save us ultimately. Ask him to come into your heart and life, and you too can have eternal life. That's what you said. Then you go on to say, I didn't support Charlie Kirk, but don't condone violence. He did, though. You reap what you sow. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. He condoned gun violence. No one put words in your mouth. That's what you said. And if you didn't know what you were saying, maybe you shouldn't have said it then. You don't condone violence. I disagree with that fully. I fully disagree with you saying you don't condone violence. After reading your own words of you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Karma. I didn't mean that. I meant karma, you said. So listen, this was your justification for why he died. This was your justification. He said that some people dying is the cost of having the right to own guns. The shooter is responsible for his death, and he will be held responsible. He said that some people dying is the cost of having the right to own guns. So that's the crime that you think that he should have died for? Here, please, at least tell me this. Which crime, what did he reap exactly for him to sow? So if you plant a seed, you get corn. You get a crop, right? But you actually have to have a seed and do something. You can't just say it out your mouth. You can't say, I want to plant a seed and it grow into a crop and then it happened. You have to physically do something. What did he physically do that deserved for him to get that? Nothing. Nothing. He said things that people like you just don't agree with, and lost his life for it. And I think we're all being forced to witness a bunch of violence. Think about it. It's all over social media. It's all over the news. All you see is violence. I hardly see any good stories anymore. Any positive stories? You know why that is? Why I don't see those stories anymore? Because no one's interested in them. Everybody's become interested in watching the negative, evil shit going on in the world. When somebody sees a fight going on, they watch it on their, like on Twitter or Facebook or whatever app they're on. They'll stop and watch the violence, the riots, the looting, the burning, the people beating up other people, the shootings, the stabbings. People are interested in violence and negativity today. And I was just saying that it would be nice to live in a world where people felt safe. I started talking about the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, but none of that makes sense the more you get into it. One question for that is, why weren't none of the victims coming out before this? Why? That's my question for the whole Jeffrey Epstein. Just if that one question can be answered, I'll move on to the next one. Just why? Why weren't the victims coming out before this? Is Trump being president make them feel safer now or something? Do they feel safer now? Did they feel less safe before, and now that he's president, they feel safer for some reason? Because I just don't understand why all of a sudden it's so important. But in all honesty, no matter what I do, I keep coming back to that image of Charlie Kirk and blood pouring out the side of his neck. And how in my mind, in my belief, he didn't deserve to die the way he died. And it was sad to see him be shot that way and to hear about him passing away in the hospital and to know that his wife and children are going to be fatherless now, husbandless. All because he disagreed with certain people. That's what keeps coming back to me, is that. I just don't understand this world today. It's an evil, violent world. Where it seems like if you don't live in a certain part of the world today, your life's at risk every day from just the people around you. Work tomorrow's gonna fucking suck, dude. It seems like if you don't live in a certain place today, that Everyone around you is a threat. Why do you think so many people move out of bad communities to move into other communities? They move out of there because it's a horrible place where they have to worry about losing their life all the time. So they move into other communities. What time is it? Shit. 4:30 already, goddamn. I gotta go to work soon. Not for another hour and a half. Damn, who would have thought that? Dude, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this, dude. I would, if I was Donald Trump right now, I would not be going out anywhere. Fuck that, dude. These people are getting crazier and crazier, dude. These people out here that do not agree with what you believe in will take your life for it today. And if I was Donald Trump, I would fucking not be going out and giving no damn speeches or nothing. No fucking way, dude. These people are proving themselves to be straight lunatics. Straight fucking, they're not heroes. These people are lunatics. These people need locked the fuck up, or worse. They're fucking lunatics, and they are proving themselves to be lunatics. They're proving who the lunatics are. Like, if you're like me, you've never voted in your life, you don't really give a shit, you understand there's two sides, they're both fucked up. It's really hard to get somebody who gives a shit about you as a person. This world's just getting worse and worse. Doesn't matter what you are either. But it does matter what you are as far as you being a lunatic goes, I'll tell you that. Because you don't see nobody that supports Donald Trump doing any of this evil, crazy shit, do you? No, you don't. You see the true lunatics for who they are. You don't agree with us? We're going to try to end you. And then we're going to call you a dictator, a fascist, and everything we can, a racist, while we try to end you because we're nut jobs. People are sick. People are sick. And people are cheering this type of behavior on, rooting for them. Man, you know that guy who stabbed that girl in the neck on that train? You know that guy? Someone started a GoFundMe for him. How could you start a GoFundMe for a criminal? I hope that was taken down. I really hope that was taken down. That guy don't deserve anybody to give him money. Are you kidding me? And if you give him money, you is a fucked up person. That lady didn't deserve to die the way she died. Just like Charlie Kirk didn't deserve to die the way he died. That lady had nothing to do with that guy. You got people funding that shit. He stabbed her in the neck like a cold-hearted killer. Just walked away complaining about cutting himself or something. Complaining about something. He didn't give a shit about her. Damn, that's a big-ass dog over there. That motherfucker huge. He always over there. That's the problem with the world, man. People support evil today. Nobody should be supporting that dude who stabbed that woman in the neck with a knife on the train. Nobody should be supporting that guy. Not a soul should be supporting that guy. You know what that woman on that train didn't have anything to do with? Oppression. You know what that woman didn't have anything to do with? Slavery. You know what that woman didn't have anything to do with? Systemic racism. You know what that woman didn't have anything to do with? Anything to do with that guy or his problems. Period. In any way, shape, or form. And you got people on TikTok talking about, she got what she deserved. That's what happens when your forefathers enslave a whole race. She got what she did. That lady wasn't even from America. She was a Ukrainian refugee. How stupid do them people feel? She didn't have nothing to do with it. It's pretty insane that people are that sick today, ain't it? That they cheer somebody on who killed somebody. Look at the dude who shot that pharmaceutical CEO. That dude's like a hero to people. No, he's a murderer. That could have been your dad. That could have been your uncle. That could have been your brother. And if he just didn't like them or agree with what they were doing, guess what? Someone like him takes their life. He's a murderer, not a hero. So is that dude on the train. Oh, and I know you'd love for me to be one of them people who like to call out races all the time. But I like to call people people. I like to call people people. You want to go figure out what color they are, go ahead. But that guy stabbed that woman on that train. You notice I'm not using the race baiting words that you hear all over the news, that you hear all over social media. That guy stabbed that woman in the neck. She didn't deserve it. That guy should not be supported by anybody. That guy should go to prison and never get out ever again. That's what should happen to that guy. Because he took an innocent life for no reason. You know, people want to sit here and talk about, you be considerate of his mental condition. So that woman, her life is worth less than his because he has a mental condition, and everybody else in the world is supposed to be considerate of his mental condition? Dude, nobody else knew he had one. I mean, you see 4 other people sitting in that train car. They don't do anything to help. Did they all have mental conditions too? Is that going to be your excuse for them too? That they had mental conditions and that's why they didn't help? No, we just live in a sick world where people make excuses for evil behavior all the time. Oh, poor guy had mental conditions. Poor woman probably had a mental condition too. And didn't talk about it and didn't let the world know about it because she wasn't as weak as that guy. Bunch of weak people running around making excuses for other weak people. Anybody using that guy's mental condition as a crutch for him to kill that woman is just a piece of trash. You're a piece of trash. That guy wasn't a brain-dead zombie who couldn't think what he was doing. I guarantee he was an adult male who lived his life by himself and made all of his decisions on his own. He knew how to eat. He knew how to wash himself. He knew where to go to get his alcohol and drugs. He knew how to function in society until that day, huh? Now all of a sudden his mental conditions, why he did it, no other reason. Oh no, you'll see the other reason. Go to TikTok, go to X, you'll see all the evil people on there condoning his actions, saying that woman got what she got because she was the skin color she was. Talking about racism, slavery, oppression. It's time people do this more is what they were saying. That's disturbing behavior from evil people. And unfortunately, everybody want to point out skin color all the time. You're not going to hear many people saying that like I'm saying it. That guy on that train killed that woman. All you're going to hear is black versus white. It's all you're ever going to hear. Because that's what they want. They want a huge division between all of us. You know, if we were smart as a people, we'd actually come together. We'd come together as a people. We'd come together. And we'd tell, we'd be like, okay, I know we got differences, but, the killing's got to stop. The violence has got to stop. We're going to figure out something where all of us can benefit, all of us can move ahead, all of us can help each other clean the planet up and clean our cities up and live our lives peacefully and enjoy our country and enjoy the rest of the time we have here. But that's just a fucking fantasy. That'll never happen. That'll never happen. I think we might be ready to start World War III. You hear about the whole Poland and Russia shit? That's scarier than all this other shit. Because if that kicks off, we're for sure in World War III. Dividing. Who does? See, alright, well, I'll go back to that. The division that they want us divided. I don't know exactly who they are, okay? I just know that there are people above us that I don't know who they are that enjoy this kind of behavior from us. And they benefit from it somehow, and I don't know how. But they want me and you, even if we're the same color, to hate each other. Hear me? They want us to hate each other. They want us to fight each other. They want us to take each other out. They don't want us to care about each other. They don't want us to protect each other. Because imagine if we did, we'd be unstoppable. An entire nation of 300 million people that protected each other. An entire nation that really cared about each other. Yeah. I agree with that. I think that one of the many different reasons why they want this division between us all and us to hate each other, even if we're the same, they want us to hate each other, is because it's easier to control people when they don't like each other, when they're fighting amongst each other, when they hate each other. So I agree with that. I don't think that's the only reason. Well, that's a good summing it up right there, is easier to control us. Yeah, and you're right. It's a sad world. It's scary stuff. Everything is just... everything feels wrong right now. There's no answer. There's no answer to how to fix any of this. There's no solution. And if someone has one, please tell me what you think. What do you think the answer is to end all the violence? To end... Man, I've asked somebody this on X before. You don't want to know what their answer. Somebody told me that all white people got to be... that if you got rid of all white people, the world would be a better place. That's what somebody and I'm white, so I think they were just... maybe they hated me. I don't know. My eyes on China, Russia, or even rich companies like the problem with gambling. You're smart. You're intelligent. Yeah, China and Russia, they know that if America's out the picture, the world's theirs. Absolutely 100% theirs. They won't do all the court shit, you know, like how America, like if you don't agree with somebody, you end up going to court, all this court shit and all. Hell no, they're just going to take over. Regardless, we're in a sad state today, just like you said. It's a horrible, sad, everything feels wrong. Just right now, I feel like there's no like answer. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to really understand what that means, that last part you said there. I guess. Or I'm overthinking, or my brain's exhausted. Yeah. I know people who did that. Hear me? You're right. So, I'll give an example. Say somebody's selling weed. All right? So, that person decides they're gonna benefit from their weed by screwing other people over. So what they do is they give them half of what they were supposed to get for double the price because they can't get it nowhere else. And these are all people they know too. The truth is, you know, I feel like there is no hope, man. I really feel that way. And you know what? There might be. Maybe I'm thinking of things too negatively because that's all I see. That's all you see is negativity, evil, straight evil in this world. You know, people killing each other. Look at all the videos, people jumping people, beating people up for no reason, looting, burning, just destroying everywhere. Not just in America. Go Google France. Go Google Germany. Google or research it, not Google. Research Great Britain or Britain, whatever you want to call it. The whole world up in flames right now in some way, shape, or form, somewhere, all over, not just here. And it makes you feel like there is no hope and there is no real answer. Like, how do you stop a people from hating you for something you didn't do, even? You know, like how's there an answer to that? So how do you stop an entire people from hating you from something you never even did or had anything to do with? You just happen to have the same skin color as them people. So they hate you. How do you fix that? What's the answer to something like that? I don't see one. What's the answer to stop the killings that are going on, you know, and go research it. How many people have died in 2025 through violence? Through violence, just violence. And you'll be amazed by the numbers. No, you'll be horrified by the numbers. Of just America. You'll be horrified by just the number of America. Fuck, if you Google just the numbers of Chicago's killings this year, you'll be horrified. I don't know what needs to happen, but something does. In the end, I feel like the world itself is becoming a much, much less safe place for everybody. Woman, man, child. Can't walk the streets anymore without having that thought cross your head that you could be next. all because someone doesn't like you or agree with you. Or maybe they don't even know you. There's that too. There's them people out there just attack random people. Like the guy on the train that killed that woman. That's a great example. He had no idea who she was. And then you want to point out something like this in that situation too. Like this one person was saying, well, it wasn't about, race or anything. Really? Well, if that's true, then why didn't he attack one of them other people that were already sitting there? If that wasn't true, all them other people were of a different race than that woman. If it wasn't about that woman's race, why didn't he attack one of those other people? Must have been the seating arrangement, huh? He was just waiting for the first person to sit in front of him. There, how's that sound? How's that sound for defending that goofball? Yeah, that's it. He was just waiting for the first person to sit in front of him. That's it. It wouldn't matter who they were, what color they were. There, how's that sound? That's a good defense for him. Bet you his lawyer's going to use that one. No, that was definitely it is what it is type of situation. He could have stabbed any of those people. He chose her. He had multiple other people he could have went after and went after her. That's hilarious. Yeah, I got a homie like you too, dude. And he cracks me up. He's Belizean, but he talks Spanish. His wife's Mexican. His kids are Mexican and Belizean. He's my best friend. He be cracking me up too. Talk about it. Including your gringo amigos. It's people like me. Yeah, that was sad. That was very sad. It's sad she lost her life. Sad nobody helped her. Sad that guy did that. That he did it, period. The whole situation's sad. What's even sadder is them people that are on TikTok and Twitter and stuff sitting there condoning what he did, saying she deserved what she got, that her forefathers and ancestors enslaved their people and karma's a bitch and stuff like that, they're saying. And it's sad. It's sad to see that, when you know that that's not the case. I mean, I didn't even know she was a Ukrainian refugee, and I know she had nothing to do with slavery. I know she had nothing to do with oppression. She wasn't doing none of that to people. Yeah. You're right. It's hard to stay positive, though. It's hard to stay positive. Very hard to stay positive. Yeah, she was. She was an immigrant from Ukraine. Here legally, I heard. I don't know that part or not, but doesn't really matter. She wasn't even an American. She had nothing to do with all that systemic racism, oppression, slavery. She had nothing to do with it. And she suffered from it. Sad. Sad what this country's come to. Instead of loving each other, we're growing further apart. The groups are becoming smaller and smaller as far as good groups, positive groups of people, and the big Or the evil groups are just getting larger and larger. I hear a bunch of fucking noise. I don't know what the fuck that could be. It sounded like a blast. So you're an immigrant? I agree. So you're an immigrant then? Alright, what do you think of this whole... What do you think of the whole ICE operation going on? How about that? What do you think of that? Let's hear from an immigrant. Well, you said you were an immigrant. Yeah, you. See. That's racist. No, it's not. Fuck out of here. Yeah, you. What do you think of ICE? Oh, you're not an immigrant. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. Oh, we'd get along, I can already tell. My bad, dude. Well, fuck, I guess your opinion matters even if you're not an immigrant. What do you think of ICE? What do you think of these ICE raids? My bad. I apologize. Did I just stereotype you? I thought you said you were... Oh, dude. Fucking white people. There you go again. A lot of traffic. A lot of traffic. Hey, this is the first time all day that for about, I don't know, at least a half hour, I haven't really thought of the blood pouring out of the neck. Now I am again, but I wasn't. Alright, so how about this? I'll ask you this. I agree with you. You know, evil's evil, people are corrupt, and they'll benefit from anything they can. I agree with that, and they do. They do exactly what you just said with the prisons. So what do you think the answer is for people who murder people? Rape people. Murder, rape, child sex trafficking, sex offenders. What do you think about them people? Murder is bad. I agree with that. What do you think should be done about it, though? I know it's bad, but what do you think should be done about it? If you took the prisons away, what are you going to do with the murderers, rapists? What are you going to do with them? Say we take prisons away. The different approach. What is it? You can't give these people... There's no way you're saying that you're going to just let them stay free and give them, like, mental help. Because not everybody's a nut job. Some people just kill people. Some people just kill people. I don't know. For me, I don't really see an answer. I agree with you on the whole corruption, that people are benefiting, that they definitely fill the prisons up with petty criminals driving on revoked licenses, having so much weed, blah, 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 just petty charges. But all them big charges, though, you know, I think them people should go to prison and stay in prison and not get out of prison. And not only that, have to work while they're there. You know, but you got like people who like fight for their rights. Like, no, you can't make them slaves and make them work and blah blah blah. That should be a choice. It's like these people they killed somebody, they raped somebody. Why should they get an option? Oh yeah, yeah. You must be using a phone like me. If you're using a computer, all I'm gonna say is you type slower than I do, and I type pretty damn slow. Two finger it, you know. Not four finger, two finger. The two index fingers on the computer keys. That's me. I'm much faster using my phone. I don't think I do. Yeah, phones are just naturally slower. That's how I kind of knew you were using the phone. Like they're slower, like sending the message. They're slower. Everything's slower. Oh, your phone's broke? So you're typing? I'm confused now. On the computer? Or... I got a lot of shit I gotta do soon. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Shit, I see Jupiter up there. There's Jupiter. Oh, Venus gonna be popping up pretty soon. Oh, so you are using the phone. You notice we kind of steered off of the violence. We kind of steered off of talking about the violence a little bit. You notice that? And people are more interested in violence, so there's much less people watching. You notice that? That's how people are. I was saying it earlier, you know. Unfortunately, one of the problems is people are interested in this. And when they see something like a death happening, someone being beat up, someone arguing, any type of aggressive, negative, evil behavior, they lock in. All right. Now, about ICE, immigration. I'll be right back. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Oh, dude, my legs feel like jello. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. Hold up here. Hold up here. Oh, what do you know? Did we get anything about ICE yet? No. Just leave us sitting here waiting to hear about ICE and never hear about it. Your opinion matters. me tell you what I think? I could. Dude, I probably smoke more weed than anybody you know. This weed right here, this pre-roll, infused. I already forgot the name of it. I think it's sour diesel. 46% THC total. I do it to deal with the thoughts, negative thoughts. See, the car just pulled up right here. But at 5 in the morning. Might be someone getting off work. I don't think these people work. Still nothing about ice, I see. Man, you must be really thinking. Or if not thinking, you're really, really typing a long message. That's going to be long to read. You hear people. Hey, what was that, Sonny? I couldn't hear you. What was that you say? I just need to... Oh, damn it. ICE need to reassess their procedures. Can you see my message? Was that it? ICE need to reassess their procedures? That's what I've seen. ICE need to reassess their procedures. It took that long to type that? Oh, okay, it didn't send. Must have said something in there that they didn't like. They must not like that. That's alright. You mean like their procedures of just going and rounding up a bunch of people all at once? They need to reassess doing that. Maybe I should have asked a different question, because I agree with that. I agree with they're making it worse with the way they're doing things. But how about this? Do you agree with I agree with you there, but don't you think there should be some type of process, or just let anybody in? Or you agree with the just let anybody in? I agree with you. So which one? Just let anybody in? No, not everybody, but there needs to be a process. So I agree too. I agree people should have a chance. It shouldn't be some complicated thing, or you should have to pay for your citizenship with some golden ticket or whatever that was. I agree with that. And like the people who've been here and that are just working and that aren't really a problem at all, I think they should give them citizenship instead of kicking them out. I think they should grant them citizenship, actual citizen, the ones who've been here working, because I know some too, that have been here. All they do is work, and they're good people. But there's ones that need to go. Hmm. Yeah, then there's that. Like if you come to if you come to America, it should be because you want to be an American, not a white person, an American citizen. Hmm. You said you're Hispanic, if I'm correct, if I remember right. Man, I swear I seen you say you were Hispanic. This person just pulled up. They had not got out their car. They've been here since I said they pulled up. Right there. The SUV. I like cornbread and fried chicken, and yes. And I'm assuming bologna and mayonnaise too, because you said white and black. So I don't know what I am on the inside, because like you just said, you say you're white and black on the inside, and I know exactly what you mean. I think I'm a little bit no, I'm just white, unfortunately. So do I, dude. Fucking, I hate bologna too. It's the one of the nastiest fucking meats there is. Damn, you hear that fucking car? Damn. What else is a stereotypical white person food? I don't know. There's a woman jogging. She jogged right past that car, not even knowing somebody's sitting in it. Right next to the driver's door. Don't worry, I'd intervene. Cornbread, grits, and meatloaf. I love meatloaf. You were right about meatloaf. I just had meatloaf the other night. Shit. And it was delicious. Dude, anybody who doesn't like cornbread shouldn't be on earth. They should be beamed up to Mars where they can't make cornbread. It that SUV just sitting there, 5 in the morning. Just sitting there. Weird motherfuckers. Grits, I don't think I've ever had real grits. Are they like oatmeal? But not oatmeal? Kind of grainy, clumpy. And I'm really wondering about this SUV. I don't like it. No, sure, I don't like it at all. I'm coughing. They leaving turkeys. You like turkey? And mayonnaise? About to be Thanksgiving. Oh no shit, we still got Halloween first, huh? Wow, that car just got in and pulled up further. Now they're parking further up. It's fucking weird, dude. Yeah, and you know what? It needs to be more than just a group. You know, it needs to be all of us together. Or more than just one race. You know, because that's honestly what America is. The America we know. You know, people like me and you coming together and showing other people, hey, we can have differences. He might like tortilla shells, you know, I might like bread. Who knows? But we put our differences to the side. Hey, you want to hear something funny? If I had this girl here with me right now, she'd tell you that I like tortilla shells. I'm not a bread person. I don't like bread. What is American? Yes, hardworking. Someone who's hardworking, kind to others. I agree with that. Raise hell, praise hell. What? Hard work. But yeah, a hardworking person just trying to get their own place, you know, go hang out with their friends. And be free, be able to buy a boat, go ride it in the river, be able to go fishing, be able to do whatever. Ride a motorcycle at 5 a.m. Oh, Dale Earnhardt. Praise Hill, praise Dale. I don't watch NASCAR, dude. You're that white, and you're not white. Do you watch NASCAR? You do watch NASCAR for real? See, you're whiter than me. That's horrible. I don't mind NASCAR. I like the video game. I remember the first video game, like on PS1, the original PS1. Back when Dale Earnhardt was alive, and Jeff Gordon, and look, I don't know many others. I think I've watched 2 NASCAR races my whole life. And I did sit there and watch them. But I was locked up. And it's all that was on. And we were in southern Illinois. And that's all the COs were putting on. Because they liked NASCAR. And they were watching that shit no matter what. They didn't give a fuck what we wanted. Fuck y'all. Exactly what they said. Fuck y'all. I think they're saying yeehaw, but they're saying fuck y'all. And there are a lot of people out today. Already. Well, are you coming out? Are you coming out? What are you doing? What are you doing? You? It's cold out here, ain't it? Is it cold out here? I'm not taking you for a 3rd time. You already pooped twice. She's smelling out here. That dog was just over there. There's a skunk across the street, too. Hobbling around. No, baby. She can... How do you know? How do you know? What you doing? Oh, you're such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Look at you. It's American to have a dog. Here, go. She's a good girl. But she gets a little pushy. She gets a little pushy. Goodbye.